One time, remember, in the old days there was no calendar. Two witnesses came and saw the renewal of the moon. They went to the Jewish court and say, today it's Rosh Chodesh. We just saw the moon renewed. But the rabbis that were sitting in the court, they were prepared for today approximately around 5 in the evening that the witnesses will start showing in court. How did the rabbi know? They received it from generation to generation all the way until Moshe Rabbeinu gave this information when he came down from the mountain. God told him a secret. Why am I showing you that? Only for one reason. To show you that what I'm going to show you right here, no human being in history was able to know. Only the creator of the moon, the creator of the sun, the creator of the people. He is the only one who could have written such a thing. What is it? Here. 200 witnesses came to court that day. It was a foggy day. They came to Rabban Gamliel. He was sitting in a court waiting for them. They came a few minutes earlier. Let's say they was supposed to be Rosh Chodesh around 5. They came at 4. Rabbi, we just came to testify. We saw the renewal of the moon. Please announce today it's the beginning of the month. Why they have to announce? Remember, there's no calendar. Because if they announce that today it's Rosh Chodesh, now we're going to count 14 days. And in the 14 days in the evening, we're going to celebrate Leila Seder, Passover night. We go by what the rabbis announced, because we don't have a calendar. 200 witnesses came. And Rabban Gamliel told them, you're all wrong. Not 2 witnesses, 200. All standing in a court. Rabbi, we saw the renewal of the moon. What are you telling us now? This is what he answered. I received from generation to generation. Every time the Gemara say, Kach mekublani mibet avi abba, it means it's tradition in our hand that Moshe came down from Mount Sinai and God told him this information in a mountain. What is it? The renewal of the moon can never be less than 29 days and a half and 2/3 of the hour and 73 parts of the minute. Let's calculate. 29 days, everybody knows what it is. And a half a day, it's 12 hours. 2/3 of the hour, how long is that? 40 minutes. 2/3 of an hour. 73 parts of the minute, take 60 seconds, divide to 73. What are you getting? 29.530590000. Let's see what NASA found out. NASA, this is an original copy of NASA Earth-Moon system. There, after years of researches, one after the other, satellites, computers, thousands of employees, billions of dollars from the taxpayer money, what did they find? The renewal of the moon, the minimum, the lowest renewal of the moon is 29.530588. What's the difference between the Americans and the Torah? 200 thousandths of a second. Take a second, cut it to 100,000 equal pieces, take 2 of them out. That's the difference between the Torah and what the measurements of NASA. If you think that that's the end of it, the Germans are always a little bit more yekes than the Americans. And what did they find? In 1965 in Berlin, what happened? The Germans became closer to the truth. They came 29.530589. Now the difference is 100,000 of a second. 100,000 of a second. Now tell me please, you're all intelligent, I'm sure. Show me one person 2,000-3,000 years ago when the Torah was given from father to son, in a generation that there was not even a calculator, no watches, no mega computers, no computers at all, no satellites. Who was able to give millions of people a book and tell them the renewal of the moon that you see over there is precise to a millionth of a second, to 100,000 of a second. Who would even know what 100,000 of a second is? Even 50 years ago, but nobody knew. We don't have to go 3,000 years back. This is a clear proof, and nobody can answer against it. This is a clear, precise proof that the book that we have in our hand is the book that was given to us by the Creator of the world. And you know what? You know what's the best news? Right next to it, it says, you are the Jew, you must keep the covenant that I made with you is the Sabbath. You must keep Shabbat. You want to belong to my nation, you want to earn eternity, I made a covenant with you, the Jewish nation, to keep the Shabbat.